Hi guys, my name is Toni and I'm here at Bar West today to lead you through a dancer's stretch. Now I know that sounds a little intimidating, but you do not need to be a dancer. So the great thing about this stretch is that we are flowing through different stretches, so you'll start to build some heat in the body, which is awesome. So you can get a lean, long, big stretch. This class is also an excellent complement to any of the Bar West classes, so this is great to do after because it's nice to stretch when you're warm. You can get deeper into the stretches. All right, you guys ready? Let's do it. So come onto your mat, find a nice wide second, tuck the tail, pull the core in, arms down by your side. Nice deep breath in, reach all the way up, big stretch, and exhale, come down into your plie. Oh, both my hips popped, my knees popped, feels good. Sink low into that stretch. Let's take it a little quicker. We come down and up, down, lift. You can start to contract through the upper body a little more. Let the shoulders, let the head go, but you still gotta brace that core so you don't lose your balance. Good, holding low, knees tracking over the toes. Press that right arm back, straighten it out, right shoulder forward. Breathe into it, switch. Good, a little quicker, 2 and 2. So we switch and press, lift, press. Up, press. Good, up, press. One more each side. Push through. Last one. Good. Turn the toes forward. Hands to the floor. Let the head go. Give the head a little shake. Now turn the toes out. We plie and stretch. Plie and stretch. So send the hips low. You can lift the chin, then lengthen. Plie and stretch. Holding in that stretch, just let the head go again. Give a little shake. Long spine here. Now this time, you can start to grab the ankles or start to reach through. Good, deep breath in. Plant the hands, lift the chest. Sink a little lower. Press through. Again, lift. Up and down. Good work. Plant that left hand. Right arm opens to the ceiling. Find a twist, almost like you're reaching around to the other side. Plant the hand, other side. Lift, reach around. Big stretch, pull the core in. Hand to the floor, take it a little quicker. We reach and plant. Reach, plant. Up and down. 2 more. Last one. Plant those hands. Take opposite elbows and just let yourself rock. Good. Breathing through the low back. Let that head be heavy. For 4, 3, 2. Soft bend through the knees. Let the hands fall. Roll it up. Good. Roll those shoulders. Turn the toes slightly out. Deep breath in, re-reach. Up and over, big side stretch. And pull it up. Lower that left arm. We take it into a little back bend. And then reach all the way through. Flat back. Think tabletop position here, like you have a nice glass of wine on your back. Then contract, roll it up, spill that wine, and then little catch. Up and down. Pull the core in. Think of reaching for your corner. And release down. Nose toward the knee. Both hands toward your ankles. Square off your toes. We bend through the left leg. So we bend, bend, stretch, stretch, bend, and stretch. Again like that. Bend, and stretch. Push through the floor. Bend, and stretch. Holding here, plant those hands and start to pivot so you're facing the side. Try and press that back heel down, lengthen the spine, pull the core in. We bend both knees, come all the way down, and then spring up, flex that right foot. Bend down and flex, single it out. So we come down, stretch, bend, and stretch. 2. Last one here. Holding here, try and press that back heel down. Let the head relax. You could always bring the hands to the shin or the thigh if that feels better. You're still going to get a nice hamstring stretch. Good, when you're ready, bend through the right knee, lengthen that left leg. Pull the core, nice long spine. And just add a little pulse. So you're pressing those hips toward the mat. You're not dropping through the hips, so you are in control. Think exhale deeper, lift, down, up. Good. 4, 3, 2. Big stretch, lengthen both legs. We lift the hips, come back and lengthen. Come forward, stretch. Send the hips high and bend a little quicker. So we come up, you can start to lift that front toe. Lift and bend. 2. Last one. Holding here. Plant that left hand. Reach up to the ceiling. Find a nice big twist. Breathe through. Now take that top arm. We come under and lift. Under. So you're scooping under that knee. Scoop, pull the core in. Good, last one. Hold, big stretch. Now plant that hand on the inside of your knee. Heel toe just a little wider. Drop that back knee, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, try and sink those forearms to the mat. You could totally stay here. This is great. Think of sending those hips forward, the spine being long. Find what feels good here. Just breathe. Starting to lift up, press through the hands. Now we're bending through that left knee. Reach up and over. Try and grab that back foot. Now twisting around. Maybe you can pull the knee in a little tighter, or the heel in tighter. If this does not feel good, you could always heel toe in, reach around, try and work here. Find that balance. Wherever you are, breathe and sink into those hips. Good, release that. If you're not parallel already, heel toe the foot in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little deeper into those hips. One more time. Then we sweep forward, send the hips back, lengthen the spine. So flex that front foot. You can use the hand to pull it in, that's fine. If the hands can't touch the floor, feel free to work up here. Really think of pulling up through the quad and sending that right hip back. Good, let's flow through. So we come forward, lift, reach it back, press, lift, and sink, up, and press. So I'm still trying to pull the core in, still breathing and trying to control my movements. I'm not just sinking into it, but that contract and release will help to get you a little deeper through your stretches. Hold here. Breathe. Good, bending through that right knee. Heel toe the foot toward the front of your mat. Let that knee fall out and come into your pigeon stretch. Nice long spine. Hinge it forward. Make sure that left leg is right behind you and it's not crossing over or out to the side. Keep everything nice and square on your mat. Breathe here. All right, plant your hands, tuck the back toes, and try and spring up so you're in a plank position with that right knee up. We exhale, lift to your three-legged dog. Nice big stretch. Think of filling up your mat. Then pull the knee in. We gotta get warm so we can stretch a little deeper. And pull it in. One more. Big stretch. Now step this foot all the way through between your hands. Drop that back knee, and you pull it in underneath and twist around. So you should be square to the back of your room. Now take that left arm across and try and see me. This elbow can bend. You can give it a little wave. Or I can press into that thigh and really twist you around. Good. Untwist, just unravel, come all the way around. Left leg's extended. You're pressing that right heel. It might pop up, that's okay. Try and press it through. Imagine you're Spider-Man. You're nice and low to the ground. You're pressing. And then a little stealthy slide to the other side. Try and lengthen that spine. And other side one more time. Press through. You can flex or point through that toe, up to you. Coming back center. Nice and slow, roll it up. Other side, deep breath in. And up and over. Big side stretch. Pull the core in. Right arm lifts. Take it back. Good, and all the way through, right arm reaches forward. Flat back. Pull that core in, little lift. Contract and reach. Contract and reach. Think of reaching to the other side of the room. And release down, square off the toes. Both hands to that ankle or foot. And we bend through the right knee this time. 2 counts. We bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. One more. Bend and stretch. Holding here, lengthen the spine. Pull that core in. Now pivot so you're facing sideways on your mat. We bend both knees. And then lengthen, pop it up. Bend. Pop it up, single counts. Down and up. Good, lift. Try and pop that front foot. Core is still pulling in. Last one, holding here. Let that head go. You can always grab on the foot a little bit. Pull it up. Nice work. Plant the foot. Lengthen down and come into that runner's lunge. Nice long spine. Start to add a little pulse here. Press. So find that beat of the music and little pulse. Down, down. Think of sinking into that lunge a little deeper. 4, 3, 2. We lift the hips. We come up and lengthen. Bend. Up. And bend a little quicker. Maybe that front toe starts to lift. Lift and down. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Coming back into that lunge. Plant your right hand. Opening up to that twist. Almost like you're reaching around to try and see me again. Sink those hips a little deeper. Now we take that top arm and we swing it under the knee. Lift, under, and up. So brace that core. Under and lift. 2. Last one, hold here. Sink a little deeper through those hips. We bring that left arm inside of the knee. Heel toe out just a little. Drop that back knee. Untuck the toes and let yourself sink down onto those forearms, or you stay lifted. Up to you. Just breathing through. 4, 3, 2. Start to lift up. We take that left arm, reach up and over, bend the right knee, and pull the heel in toward the glutes. have the other option to heel toe the foot in. Find your balance, open up the chest and reach around so you can sink a little deeper. We want to get that heel a little closer if we can. Just breathe through. 2. Last one. Release. So you want that knee right in front. Deep breath in to lift, square off the hips. Sink into those hips a little deeper. Maybe you start to lift the chest, lift the chin. Breathing through. Take those fingertips, sweep them forward, send the hips back, and lengthen that front leg. So pull up through the quad. You're contracting through the quad to release through the hamstring. Flexing through the foot, maybe you give it a little tug. And then think of the right hip pulling back, lengthening the spine. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, we start to flow through. So we come forward, up, and back. Lift, and back. Lift, up, and reach. Come back, lift. For 2, last one, hold here, flex that foot. Breathe into it, maybe you sink a little deeper. And we're coming into that lunge position. Heel toe your foot toward the front of the room. Bend that left knee and you're in your pigeon stretch. Melt down into it. You could always rest the head here and really breathe into it, or stay lifted here or on the forearms. Up to you. 4, 3, 2, tuck the toes, lift the hand, or plant the hands, and lift the knee, pop up to your plank, core tight. And we lift, find that 3-legged dog, big stretch. And we come forward, pull the knee in, back, stretch. Bring it forward, in. Last one, big stretch. Now bring it forward. Plant the hand, or the foot between the hands. Now pull that back knee under and all the way around for that twist. So again, you can be pressing through that straight arm or the elbow, whatever feels good here. Breathe through. All right, untwist, so come all the way back the way you came and into your Spider-Man. You might not be able to balance. Hands on the floor is just fine. Let's take it to the other side. So think nice and low and stealthy. One more time. Stay low and press. All right, come back center. Holding here. Heel toe, those toes forward. Lengthen the legs. Now trying to keep the hands on the floor. We heel toe the feet to parallel. Legs hip distance and parallel, toes pointing forward. Bend the knees, we bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Let that head be heavy. And stretch. Now soft bend through the knees, pull the core in. Roll the shoulders, good work. Heels together, toes apart in that small V. Rise up, find your balance. Pull the core and now find your plie. Sink all the way down. Woo! There's that bar strength, good work. Parallel, knees to the mat. Keep the toes tucked. Deep breath in, send the palms back. We reach behind us and clasp the hands. So that side view, you're sitting on the feet. With all the releve we do in bar, this can be a really uncomfortable position, but just breathe into it. We're not here long. Take a deep breath in, release, and then contract, exhale. Send the hips back, let the head release. And up, one more, clasp the hands. And exhale, round through. Good work, lifting tall. Come to sit. Take those legs out in front of you. Point your toes. This is our dancer stretch. Nice long legs. Really think of pulling up through the quads. So I want you to plant your hands on your thighs, okay? We're starting to walk down our thighs. Once you feel your back starting to round, I want you to stop and press into your thighs, long back. Now as you exhale, maybe walk a little deeper. Deep breath in, lengthen, and relax. Try and walk a little deeper, and lengthen, and then release down. The knees might bend, that's fine. Try and point through the toes, pull up through the quads, hold where you can breathe comfortably. Good. Now flex those feet. If you can grab your feet, please do so. If you're not at that stage yet, I really just want you to think about contracting. So we are trying to lift our heels off the floor. So you pull them all the way up, release. So pull it up. So I'm contracting through my quads, like I'm really tightening through the muscle. Then relax. Squeeze up. Lengthen. So I'm getting into a bit of that hyperextension to really lengthen the backs of my hamstrings and the backs of my knees. You can still, without pulling on the feet, try and just use the quad strength to lift. So you're popping up and down. Good work. Lift up, pull it all the way in. Toes off the mat. You want a nice surface that you can slide on. Get your thighs as tight to your chest as you can. Try and keep them there. And just slide down. Exhale. Go as far as you can. The chest might pop off the thighs. That's okay. Reach through the toes. Lift up. Open up again. Big hug in. And exhale. Rolling down. Try and keep those thighs tight. And then reach up. And lift. Should we do one more? I love this one. Big hug in. Deep breath in and exhale. Sink down into that stretch. Reaching for your toes. Deep breath in. Awesome work. Open up. Okay, take those legs out into your wide straddle position. It might be a smaller V. It might be straight out to the side. Find what works for you. I like to really pull myself into it. Find a little resistance on that mat. Okay. Deep breath in. We're doing that same thing. So flex your feet, reaching for your toe, and try and lift the heel off. So exhale up and release it. Good. Breathing through. Good. Keep the heel on the floor. Open up, lift, reach up and over, big side stretch. You want to press that top shoulder back so you're really opening up through the chest. You can use that foot as leverage to pull. Hand could always rest on the floor wherever you're comfortable here. Keep reaching for those toes. Lift up and just flow through. So we're over and up, over and up. Last one. Over, hold, pull it up. Now point those toes, turning over that right shoulder. Reach for your toes. Let that head fall toward the knee, squishing the mic pack. So again, you could be higher here, keeping that flat back and nice straight legs, and staying higher is still gonna work that flexibility. It's a lot more effective than being bent and rounded. So stay higher, stay here, that's fine. Good, deep breath in. Other side, so flex the feet, reaching for that left foot. Maybe you grab the foot, maybe you grab the ankle, and just pull up the heel, contract, and release. Pull it up, and release. Go up, and down, good. Lift up and over, and reach for the toes. last one here. You can stay and hold. Pressing that top shoulder back, open up. If you prefer to point through the toes, you can always do that as well. Good, lift up, turn and reach. Let the head fall toward the knee. Good, pull it up. All right, keeping those hips nice and square. Start to walk it forward. Start with just planting the hands. They don't have to go very far away. Nice long spine. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, maybe you inch just a little farther. Inhale. Exhale. A little deeper. You can even flow through here, just dropping the elbows and lifting, almost like you're doing a tricep push-up. Down and up. Maybe you can walk those hands a little deeper. Maybe you can start to rest toward the floor. Maybe you'd like to stay here. Find what feels good. You can always stay just moving through. That movement will keep the muscles warm and really help you to get deeper into those stretches. Let's start to roll it up. Bring the right knee in, bend the right knee, take the left leg back. Square off those hips. Take a deep breath in with that right arm, goes up and over, big side stretch. You might start to feel it through the hips as well. Then round forward, plant the right hand, lift the hips, send them toward the front of your room. And down one more time, we reach up and over, big side stretch. And around and up. Now all the way down, rest the hands to the floor, rest your head in your hands. And really try and release the tension through the low back. Opening up those hips. Other side, same thing. So swing, left leg forward, right leg back. Deep breath in. Left arm up and over. And then around. And lift up, send the hips forward. And one more time. Up and over. And release. Lift the hips up. And this time, come around, hands to the floor, rest the head in the hands. Breathing into the hips. Pulling it up. Wing around, come flat onto your back. So holding onto those thighs, round down. Keeping the left leg bent, take the arms to a T. And straighten the right leg. Pull the core and press the low back into the mat. Big kick. We come up and down. So push in through that left foot and really anchor through the low back. If you'd like to start to grab, release, pull, and down. Hold at the top, down, hold. Now an added challenge. I can feel my hips start to lift. So extend that bottom leg. Hold. This last one we hold. Soft bend through the knees. Try and press both hips, both shoulders. Lengthen. Press into the mat. Lengthen. Good, again. Bend. And stretch. One more, bend and stretch. Bend the right knee, take it across the body into your twist. Turn to look at the front of the room and let that thigh just fall to the other side. Breathing into the low back. And coming flat onto your back, bend the left knee. Right ankle comes across the left thigh and you reach through and pull in. Now shift the weight ever so slightly to the left. You should feel it a little more intense through that right glute. Breathe into it. And release. Both feet to the mat. We extend the left leg this time. Arms out to a T. Press the hips into the mat. Big kick through that left foot. So we press up, down, up, and down, up. Now you can see I'm starting to lift my hips. So I'm going to press through. I'm not able to kick as high, but that's okay. Those hips. Press into the mat. Hold. Down. Let's do a few more where you grab and hold. Now you might not be able to grab right at the ankle. I should have said something earlier, but you can always press at the thigh and work here so it's bend and stretch, which sometimes can be even more challenging because you're trying to keep the thigh where it is and then extend through the knee. So here you might be able to pull a little deeper. And holding there, breathe through it. And bend the knee. Take it across the body into your twist. This time you're looking to the back of your room. Really breathe into the low back and let the hips be heavy. Let that knee be heavy. Try not to hold any tension through in the spine. And coming back center, find that figure four. So you bend the right knee, left ankle to the right thigh, grabbing under. And again, let the hips, let the shoulders be heavy to the mat. And then that slight rock to the right side. So you can feel it a little deeper through that left glute.
I was checking this girl next door when her parents went out. She phone said, hey boy, come on right around.
And pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug and just start to rock forward and back. Massaging out that spine. And then give yourself a good one. Come all the way up onto your toes. Plant those hands. Lengthen the legs. Plant your heels. Just find a bend. And stretch. Little bend. Little stretch. Pull the core and soft bend through those knees. Roll it up. Roll the shoulders. Now find that first position. Heels together, toes apart, pulling up through the quads, round through those arms. Take a deep breath in. Find that length through the body. Find your strength through your core. Just hold and balance. Breathe. Smile through. And release. Lower down, heels together, roll the shoulders. Shake those legs out. Amazing job today, you guys. I hope you're feeling long and extended. And you can do this video as many times as you want after all of those classes to really lengthen everything out, okay? Bye, you guys. Have a wonderful day.